So we're just going to start rolling. So welcome to the Firestorm Squad Firecast. Okay, so we'll continue to enter these lists in. So we're tractor beam, 2 of those. We're on a mining guild sentry. And the tie. I do apologise for the slight delay in starting. We was having an unexpected issue with our internet restream. So if you could please, anybody in the chat, if you could please just share out the link to the Twitch. Let people know only streaming on Twitch today, which is something we're going to do going forward. But more on that later. I am looking for a Z95 with a Binier Pirate. Okay, 194. I am missing something, so ion cannon on none of them. I am fairly sure. Exactly 200 points. Okay. Just about fit those all in. And then I'll just grab the other list. Bear with me 1 second. It's Ashok Fote. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, have a look at it. So this should be fairly quick and simple. So it should be Kylo with no upgrades. And 2 first order test pilots with advanced optics. Okay. If I open up the right tab, that'd be helpful. Can you please let me know if you can hear table audio? Because I'd rather that you could not, just in case. Okay. You can hear Jack running background noise. Can you hear the audio from me? Let's see what we got going on here. If I keep talking, can you hear anything? La 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 la. Let's see what's going on. Having all sorts of fun today because for some reason this isn't working. Don't know why. I do. They've got Twitch. Twitch is working, just not YouTube. Table counter to the headset mic, monitor, and output. So you should be able to hear me now, which is very worrying if you can't. Am I typing the right keyboard? Good. That's fantastic. Okay. I feel better. Thanks, Chris. Whew. Yeah, I mean, somebody did a really nice banner. I don't know who that was. Thank you, Chris, for being awesome. Okay. Right, I'm a little bit more settled now. I had some technical difficulties, which are still going on. So, guys, if you could please share out that the Twitch channel is working. For whatever reason, Restream is not allowing that to work. I don't really know why. It might be something to do with some issues I had at home the other day, but I'm not really sure. Because it is not sending the data the way it's supposed to be. So maybe after the end I might end the stream and then check that I've got some things correct in the background. But I've got your chat here, so that's what I need. So I'm just going to grab some numbers for the two test pilots, make sure I've got them correct where we're in. I'm just going to number up these test pilots. So 2 is the furthest away. Oh. Okay, so reason I wanted to get this little table from Pete in particular is it's just amazing that the entire lot fits. So it's exactly 200 points, but he's got 7 ships, including Nomlon with an ion cannon. And just the options that give him just seems a bit crazy. The 2 cartels flanking the right here, facing down Kylos on the bottom of the board there. Having the tractor beams is just something interesting, and because they're all mostly initiative 1, so Unkar obviously providing his ability. Initiative 2 can tractor things as well. So for anyone who doesn't know, if I find Unkar Plut, look at the right thing. So the start and engagement phases, if there are 1 or more ships at range 0, you and each other ship at range 0 gain a tractor. Now that had us some interesting shenanigans in the current rules, so it means you can then move a small base ship, which all of the first order pilots are here in this particular game. But then they can rotate, so if they can get arcs where they wouldn't have arcs before by potentially stressing themselves to do that under the current tractor beam rules. I'll grab some more information. Okay, so not just logged into the wrong thing, that's why. So just taking a focus there. Sorry guys, I am working in the background just to try and sort out our streaming issue that we're currently having, which we may, it may be the stream key. I think is the issue. The tournament is not on Triple T today, unfortunately. We're running Cryodex in the room. Okay. Let's see, can I find... So bear with me a second. I was just sorting out a few bits. Okay, so we want to see our test pose. Kind of happy to Joyce. Flanko in a very good flanking. Bleh, words. Kylo in a good flanking position here. Just trying to add something that I want to add. Not being able to get to the point that I want to add it. Can't find the thing I want. Fine. Old-fashioned way. Okay, so the reason we're doing this charity event is, well, we've got Harry here, so Harry can explain. Do you want to sit this side, bud?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, and then we can. So you should have. There you go, Harry. If you say hello.
Hello there.
Excellent. So while these guys are just going to get into a range 3 engagement, which hopefully shouldn't have too many plinky plinks from Kylo. We'll just let that go through first.
Pete's definitely got a very
crit,
wide open.
2 hits and a crit. Oh, I got to explain the guys where to roll. Just roll on the table. I got 1 crit goes through. 1, 2. The Mind Guild, which is a loose stabilizer. I got on the right page, that'd be good. There we go. Let's see if any shots back onto Kylo. No. Right. Harry, if you want to explain why we are here, I'm just going to tell the guys a couple of things, so you crack on.
Thank you very much. So we're here to support the Brain Tumour charity. We had a friend of ours down here who unfortunately passed away to a brain tumour a while ago. So this is he decided to run in his memory. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's shown their support, both by donating either money to the Just Giving page or in the way of prize support. I would like to say a big thank you to Art of War Studios for giving us all the acrylic today. I'd like to say an absolute champ was Henry from All Wings, who got in touch with me and just said, look, I've got some cards I just want to give to you guys, and just so that you can have something to give to the people who come and supported the cause.
They're really nice as well. We'll show them later on. But
they're wonderful.
Really pretty.
They do some really great stuff at All Wings. Louis Long as well just said, look, I'm here to help. Here's an absolute ton of stuff. So we've got a load of his metal cards on offer today, and he's got a new dial cover thing that he does, which I'm really looking forward to showing off later as well.
Awesome.
They look absolutely awesome. So the amount of support we've been given is just absolutely blown us away. So thank you all very, very much.
Well, the link is in the chat there, guys. So please do click on that link and donate whatever you can, whatever you can do to help. I'm not even worried about my tips page or anything today. Do not bother with mine. Please go onto that link and donate anything you can to help for such a worthy cause. It's just amazing. And there's plenty of people playing. We've got 5 rounds today, so there's lots of games for you to watch and enjoy. So please do check it out and check that in. So yeah, something's I get quite emotional thinking about it. So. What is it that which is causing my microphone to be a pain in the butt? I think it is. Anyway, let's sort that out. So, what do you think of the engagement here? Let's get back to the game a little bit. So you've got Kylo's the ship at the top up here, so if I can see where my mouse is.
Yep. I like what Ashok's done here. He's done the classic denied flank. Pete's set up very wide to kind of corral, as it was, and try and kettlebell those 3 silencers. But unfortunately it's left those cartel spaces completely out on a limb, as Ashok's just said, no, I don't want anything to do with that.
I don't know their dial at all, so I don't think if they've got a 3 hard to come back in.
Cartel spacers don't, but they've got the 3 bank, so I'd expect a 3 bank and then barrel roll to kind of get that arc back in, tighten up that formation a little bit more. So Nomlum is also in an interesting position, because from what I remember, it's that the Jumpmaster can't turn left.
No, I think it does turn left.
It can turn left.
Yeah, because the engines are all on the right hand side of the ship, so it turns left.
That's the one.
That's how I remember.
Yep.
I look at the model.
So, disregard that. He's then actually in quite a good position. He's got to have to worry about that main
no, you're
rock.
absolutely correct. Kylo is the one down on this edge here. This one here is Kylo.
Ah. Yeah.
My mistake. I said earlier it was Kylo. It's not.
Kylo wants none of that business right there.
No.
He
the one up here is number 2, and then this one's number 1. And this is me learning how the telestrator works.
So, I like Ashok's approach. He's tried to separate the Pete's list to try and get as few guns on him as possible. I think he's going to have to bug out at this point, though, because Pete is going to probably come in hard right now, I'd expect. Try and get some arcs on, and some, especially with that quad jumper in the middle there. Yep. He wants Unkar in the mix as quickly as possible.
It's definitely a scary place to be for those. That TIE fighter is probably just going to 3 hard, potentially try and block. Do you reckon? Block positions and just let the other ships take up.
I think so.
He's got a loose stabilizer.
Yeah,
we got a loose stabilizer. That was the crit.
Yeah.
So I don't think Pete is going to want to risk taking another damage on that TIE. So that might be just a.
That's true.
3 forward.
That is true. He could be going for the 3 forwards to kind of try and block fast move by Ashok. But I think Ashok may. Yeah, here comes those three banks. Looks like he's not going to be.
Can't really do the barrel roll if he's taking that one ship first.
Yeah, maybe go for a lock at this point.
Just out of range, I reckon. He's going to attempt it.
There he is. He's reaching for it.
No, just in. He gives it. With the noise in the room, I am struggling to hear the table.
It is rather noisy here. Nope. On the rocket goes.
Just out. Okay. The camera angle made it look the way the template was down. I think.
But he's lost nothing from trying, so
not at all.
It's it's not the end of the world. The 3-bank next turn will take him past that rock, and he'll just be a little deeper down the board.
Yeah, it's not like Kylo's going to hard turn in towards these two ships.
Not likely, no. Now that's interesting.
Well, he's got the arc up towards the top of the board, so he's pointing upwards, and he's threatening with the ion cannon. And if he gets shot at, he rotates anyway, so he can definitely take a lock there.
Yeah.
Do they have a hard one? So Nomlun does have a hard one white to fit in between those two obstacles next round. So he's got a good pursuit angle.
He does. I think you're right. He's trying to threaten that central board space to really punish Kylo if he's decided to try and bamboozle him and hard one away. And there's the 3 forwards from the Mining Guild Sentry as well.
It's interesting he's not worried about the loose stabilizer here, just trying to get position.
I think he's more worried about the block as it was.
Yeah.
If he blocks one of those silencers, then he's going to put it in an absolute world of hurt.
Does he expect this middle one maybe to a 2-bank? 2-bank puts him probably about there.
It may be the one in the middle, or it may be the one on the end. He's expecting him to kind of try and bug out the other way. I'm not quite sure, in all honesty. So Pete's decided to keep the Z95 back, keep those arcs nice and wide. Probably drop a focus now.
Yep.
And just see what he's got left, as it was.
Looks like he's just kind of biding his time this turn, just having position, just kind of not too worried about this engagement too much. And then next turn is going to start following, chasing.
I think Pete's main concern is definitely that Ashok just decides to blast right past him. Because as soon as those silencers are behind him, it's going to take him a while to get back into a position where he can threaten this large, wide front. So there goes the coordinate to Nomlan as well.
Yep. Coordinate the focus. Off you go. How are you going to go do his TO duties? I do like the positioning here though from Pete, threatening all this area. And the First Order are going to have to push some damage through here to try and start making a difference. Probably going to just take a focus. Yep. He's got advanced aspects on there, so help with that damage adjustment. So we did just get the 2 straight from Sinar at the top.
Yeah, that silencer is in a very good position right there.
So can we get some emojis in the chat for Chris, who helped us with this beautiful banner at the top? He's helping us make things awesome. Just going for the arc dodge there. Pretty sure that puts him comfortably out of the Z95's arc. Has he done the bank? Oh. Okay. I mean, that threatens the tractor beam from this. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm still learning this telestrade thing. So there's tractor beam here. And I reckon that arc might be in range to there. Oh. This is me really learning what my mouse is doing.
Yeah, the tractor beam's definitely in arc.
It's in arc. I think it might just be at range 3.
Yeah. So Nomlam's move was definitely the right one to do. He's thrown out some blocks. Which means the sentry makes a little bit more sense for the barrel roll.
Yep.
Because Pete's main concern was that first order test pilot that he's trying to bite down on now would bank away and try and get out of town. Yeah. And so if he had done that and Kylo had continued along his course, then Pete would have very few to no shots, and that shot would have been able to just, really capitalise on a decent positioning.
Looks like a look. Think we can have the boost here, maybe? To give him options for next turn?
Just to get that. Just to get that gas cloud in the way of Nomlam's ion cannon, because if Kylo gets ioned, it's all over for Kylo in that position there. There's, the sentry can eat the crit, flip the loose stabilizer, lock him up. Nomlam could turn in, those spacers could come in, and Kylo would be in for an absolute world of hurt.
Looks like range 3, they're saying. Yep. So 3v4. Let's spend the lock. And looks like 3. Just 2. Light shine. Lovely. 2 evades. No, 2 eyeballs.
No, that is one dead.
That is a dead TIE fighter.
That's quite big for Ashok, because that TIE fighter was in a really annoying place for him. I think that the positioning of it facing that rock for the next turn was not
3
great
hits with
for Pete.
optics.
He was relying on that TIE fighter not taking any damage this turn.
So spin the first takes 2. Gets takes 1, sorry. I think Pete has very kindly laid his ships out, very similar to the overlay. So that's kind of helpful.
Always helpful, yeah.
I think he's got 1 cartel spacer above, 1 below, but it's all good. So range 1 into Nomlam. 2. Hitting 2 crits, it looks like. Spin the focus. Takes 1 shield. And he would have to rotate his turret, but it's already facing the right direction. The interesting point came over the system open with Nomlam is if a ship is in both arcs, where does he rotate the turret to? Who decides?
He would have to rotate to the other arc. Does that make any sense? If he's
that's true. I see.
Because if you rotate, you cannot rotate to the same arc that you are already in.
So just 1 hit. Plenty of evades.
All of the dice.
Yeah. So you got Onkar with a range 2 unobstructed. Just range 2, I'm pretty sure. Yep. So this shouldn't do much here. 2 versus 3 of both. Does get 2 hits though. And spends the focus for 2.
It's not the gun that he's got that Ashok's got to worry about. If he's just at the edge of range 2, that as long as that rock isn't right in the way of the quad jumper, that silencer is going on that rock next turn.
Yes. We've got range 3 from the as some people call it, banana pilot. So hit crit. Oh, 1, 2, I think.
Yeah.
I would have personally tried to shoot with the cartel spacers first.
Yeah.
just to try and sneak through that tractor. But
Is that in as well? Wow.
that is it, and that's race 3.
Golly.
Oh, calling it out. Camera angles. Dagnam camera angles. That one's definitely in.
Yeah.
So, tractor beam. So, gets the range bonus, that's what they're discussing there. So, he does get the 3v4. Did he not spend the focus already?
He has not spent the focus yet.
Ooh.
It was the Z95.
1, 2. Just gets 3. There is a shine on there, but I can see.
Long run, range 1 into.
Yep. Nothing. Let's see what I can do with that. That's where I get to play with things all the time and try and make things look better.
So this turn was definitely in Ashok's favour. He's removed one of the many ships on Pete's side of the board, which has cleared the lanes up for that far test pilot. And at this point, Kylo can probably bug out with impunity. Unfortunately, that middle test pilot is in for an absolute world of pain at the moment.
Yeah. Does Nomlon just do the one forward?
So, I'm not sure. Maybe Nomlum does do the one hard to just block that silencer. Try and block that silencer.
Just bump straight in.
Bump straight in. Your arc's going to be where you need it to be, when you need it to be. And you do want to start turning round. So I would
no. Hold on. Unkar moves before... Oh no, Nomlon moves first, sure. But Unkar then, as you say, just puts him on the rock.
Yep.
And then these 2 cartel spaces at the bottom turn on him, throw ion cannons at him. Ooh. That's going to be fun.
I'd assume at the moment Nomlum is probably going to throw out the K-turn. He wants to get that big base out of the way for those spaces to come in.
Yeah.
And at that point it puts him, his good side as it was, ready to chase that first order test pilot.
Interesting. What do you think of the chat, guys? What are your thoughts on where we've had a first proper engagement? Who's your money on? Is it on Ashok or Pete? What are your thoughts? Ooh. Did he take it for tax? Alright, we'll have a check on that now. This is why I have you guys. Thank you so much. That's why he had the focus, because he did take the shield. I thought he had spent it. He hadn't. Just the idiot check on the dials, making sure we got them right. I do them every time I set, just idiot check straight away.
Yeah, Pete's a very methodical player. He likes to make sure that what's on his dial is what he thinks is on his dial.
I mean, that's usually a good thing, right? I tend to forget.
Same. When you're 4 or 5 rounds into a tournament and you've been setting 6, 7, 8 dials all day, you're gonna probably misdial at one point or another.
I mean, there's a reason I fly 2 ships most of the time. So we did go for the hard one, as was well called. So we'll see where we end up. We might want to train track that, boys. There's no way that fit. That fit?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it did.
Wow.
Right, I've changed the camera angle since I last streamed. I must have done.
Yeah.
I think the camera's much lower than I normally have it.
Yeah. Here we go. Here comes the
These are good
cartel
positions
spaces, just staying back, keeping those arcs wide. The one bank on them is really, really helpful to just give you that extra turn.
My only worry is if Ashka's dialing the bank turn and Unkar puts him on the rock, and then because of the bank turn he then dodges all the arcs. That is my only worry right now.
It depends where L3 goes.
Thanks, Busy.
Because if L3 does the one bank towards the cartel spaces to drop that stress and to block off the avenue of escape, I think Pete at this moment in time has got his blinkers on that silencer and is going to try and drop him on the rock and with any luck keep him there. Or, I think the best move Ashok can throw out at the moment is probably the 5 forwards and just get him out of there.
Yep.
Get him out of there, come back around either behind those spaces or even go the long way round. It'll bring him out of the fight for probably too long though, if he goes the long way round. Here it comes, 2 forwards, which gives him plenty of room
straight away
for
as
that
put the shit
tractor.
down. Tractor.
Yep. As he was at the far edge.
Did you fit?
Yeah, he was at the far edge of range too, so just in range, just in 5 base lengths.
Yeah.
So that's
So it takes no damage to the rock. It's going to be on. Assuming that fits.
Yeah. There it is. And then another rock check as he goes off and no actions.
Yeah, so it's just Pete's just reminding that with the new tractor rules, he can receive a stress to rotate if he wishes, which may not be a bad option.
Rotating
depending on what his dial is.
Definitely. Rotating 90 degrees towards L3 is it would be very good. Because if he's got that straight dialed in, it's blue, it costs him nothing.
I'm guessing, Ian, you called that before we did, because you're seeing things about 30 seconds to a minute behind what we see. So if you call something out and I say it before I read it, you did it first, so it's all good.
There we go. So I'd assume to see a straight manoeuvre dialed in, or maybe even a 2-bank.
2-bank.
You were saying, yeah.
I would have thought it was 2-bank. Expecting the bump from Nunlum, I would expect the 2-bank here.
Yeah, there's that 1-bank with L3, trying to just cover off avenues of escape. Set up those cartel spaces for some shots into that -1 agility silencer.
Do you coordinate the lock to Numlum here, or has he already got lock on Kylo?
He's coordinating the focus coordinating the focus to Unkar, because Unkar is going to do a lot of work this game.
The hard turn. No damage on the rock again. Nice.
It's a very pleasant range 1 shot into that.
Binazer, Binari, Banana, Pirate, whatever you want to call it. The word that I can't pronounce, pilot. I got to move that stress token.
I'm just going to remind them to put a tractor token on that silencer as well.
Cool. I mean, you're a TO, it's why you're sat here. The benefit of having a TO sat watching the stream, he is in the room, so he's considered to be an observer, and he's a TO, so he can do what he wants. But he can just remember to put a tractor token on a ship that needs it. And removing a stress token that doesn't need to be on the dice cam. Thank you, Harry. Now, my alert box is also not working, so I'll attempt to keep an eye on if you do hit follows or subscriptions or any of those things. Please do continue to do so, and between the games I will attempt to fix things, because I think I know what the issue is. I just got to work out how to fix it.
Right, so that's not a very good place for Kylo to be in, but it could be worse. As long as he can avoid the tractor shots, then he...
Can he avoid the tractor shots and the ion shot?
So yeah, if he avoids the first 2 tractor shots, then he should be okay.
Hey, Demetrius.
But that's a tall order. Yes. With those tractor beams.
Round's gone quick. I mean, 35 minutes left to end. This is their third engagement. Surprising. With only 22 points in it, if Pete can get some good damage through here, it could be a different sort of game.
Yeah, once Pete starts putting damage on the board, then he's going to rack up a lot of points very quickly. Pete's ships just are worth next to nothing, and he's got a lot of them. I mean, it's a seven ship scum list. It's actually very clever.
It's a bunch of ours. One hit. Cannot spend any force. Focusing
can't do it. You've just
takes
got
evade.
Yeah, you've just got to hold everything.
Got a range one into the binary now. It's gonna be a hit crit. That's one. Takes another shield. Range 2 into uncouplet. 2 hits. One evade.
So he's deciding whether to spend the focus, and I think at this point you keep it. You want to put as much damage. Nope, he's spent it. I don't know. You've got a lovely range one shot into you've got a lovely range one shot into Kylo there, and with 4 guns on Kylo, this is your turn. This is your turn to try and put some damage into him, and to just try to get those half points because he's worth so much. 3 focus results.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. That could have been the swing.
So we'll try the range 3 tractor.
Going from furthest back to closest to try and just bleed out those tokens for the better shots.
Going down. Just even get to spend the focus or spend the force or get rid of those defensive mods in this case.
Exactly. Kylo's got a lot of them that have to be chewed through.
So we're going with the tractor beam. Oh, that's not what he wants. Just call him wow wow wow. Because I can hear it, they can't.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
I'm going to try again with the other card of Swisser. That's 2.
That's 2.
And he's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so nom lum for all the marbles then by the looks of it.
So I reckon there's going to be an ion cannon.
Yeah. Oh no, the Z95 first, still trying to bleed off that focus token.
That's 2 hits this time, that's good. Spends a force. So still got the focus then for the range 1 ion cannon. So 4 dice to the focus ion cannon. I mean, this could still be really bad for Kylo.
This is the one that matters. If Kylo gets ioned here, then he's got the lock as well.
So spends the lock, spends the focus.
That's 4 hits. This is very, very bad for Kylo. Three paint, just the 1 damage.
Yeah, nice job, Kylo.
That was a lot of shots going.
Very, very lucky.
And not a lot that.
Morning, Charles. Clive, sorry, not Charles. Clive. Charles is Charles Burkhold. There's Death Rain. His brain gets confused. But thank you all for watching. Please do hit those follows, those subscribes. We are having a bit of an issue with our alert box right now. Down to some settings things. So after this round, I will temporarily end the stream and restart it for round 2. But the reason we are streaming today is, of course, all for charity. So please do check out the link below. And Harry, if you could remind the people what it's for, what the charity is for.
Of course. So we are supporting the Brain Tumour charity in memory of a friend of ours who unfortunately passed away to a brain tumour a while ago. So we've got 24 people playing today. It's been overwhelming, the support that we've already received. So thank you all very, very much for that. It's just really, really, really good to see all of you supporting and helping us out in such a good cause. So thank you all very, very much.
And I know firsthand how generous you guys can be. So please do check out that link. Please do add whatever you can to the pot and just help us raise as much money as possible. It's something that's very dear to all our hearts here, and it's the reason we're here. So please do provide whatever you can, even £1, £2, whatever you can would be great. That question came in just before you probably said it. I expect. So we do have a few players you'll know. So all of the Firecast are here. I'm the one that obviously has decided to stream because I tend to, and the guys tend to play. We've also got Ollie Pockles in the room. A lot of the Chaos Squadron guys are obviously here, and a lot of names I don't recognise. So I'm turning this as not people I know, but obviously Harry's running the show.
So a quick thing about the two players on stream. Pete is from Order 1066 in the Hastings area, and Ashok is from Mug Squadron up in the Gravesend area. Ashok's been playing around with Triple Aces for a very long time now, and seems to be getting better and better. Every time I see him at a tournament, he's improved, and he's seeing a lot of success with them. And Pete always brings some weird scum list that you look at and go, "Ooh, that works. I haven't seen that before." So this kind of 7-ship scum salad, which is just boggling in and of itself to say a 7-ship scum salad. It's got a lot of tools to deal with a lot of different threats. So he's obviously decided to take Nomlum instead of another 2 Mining Guild Sentries or another 2 Binary Pirates. But everything about it has been, well, I've got the tie for throwing out long-range blocks. I've got the Binary Pirate because I want the reliability of having an extra 2 shields. I've got 2 sets of tractor beams on the cartel spaces, and I've got Unkar to make sure that I've got tractor threats at different range bands. And Nomlum is just a big jerk to just gum up even more of the board. So you've got a lot of ships here, which Pete may start to struggle with a little bit now. I'd expect to see a reverse manoeuvre from Unkar at the moment, because people just forget about it. And once again, he's trying to deny these silencers options for where they want to go. So we've got the 1 bank reverse in towards the middle of the board, maybe to try and block off a large straight manoeuvre, or just I believe they have the 2 reverse?
2 straight reverse.
2 straight reverse, yep. To try and just stop him from banking out of that situation. I think he would still be able to land that though. It depends what Pete wants to do, whether he wants to just gum up the board, or whether he wants to start following. Because if he wants to start following, then he's going to be able to move Nomlum first, and then he can 2 sloop into where Nomlum is. But as soon as he does that little tugboat is going to have a bit of difficulty trying to get back into the engagement, as it just moves so slowly to clear its blues. And with only 25 minutes left on the clock, it may become a little bit unrelevant.
Just going to announce the time remaining to the room, just so they know what's going on, and make sure that people are paying attention to the timer. But it is a very close game. There's not a lot in it here, so we'll see can Pete eke out those points he needs to and get the damage through in time. So Nominal just having to do the one bank, bump into the middle, block up that area. Guys, again, please, if you could share the info of the game, let people know what's going on. If people haven't seen it on the various Facebook groups, that'd be great. Let them know that it is the Kamino Open charity event. I have updated the stream directly through Twitch. My issue I was having was with... it might be back up, possibly. The stream seems to be catching up a little bit. Let's see if I can get that going. I may have my chat back. He's desperately trying to sort itself out. Yeah, I'm having fun. So, but I've got a chat on here. Thank you, Patrick. Trying to log into the various things. The chat seems to be up and working again, which is good. Let's enable those. That's all done. That should be good.
Is that? Wow.
That's aggressive moves. That's really, really aggressive.
Does it get past the nose cone though?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
Ah. Close. Very close.
It's kind of the position he wants to be in now, so that's weird.
Yep.
I'm guessing that's a Mr. Fagan. Hello. I could be wrong. Oh, talk back. No, I do apologise. I got that wrong. I read that completely wrong. That is my dad. That's fantastic. Thank you, Dad. So they're in a... I don't know where they go. I don't know how they get how the senior test boats. Get out of here. I'm trying to make the screen bigger. I can't.
I think that Ashok just has to
just have to escape.
Get a big move. There's that 2 reverse. He's decided that Nomlum just needs to be in there, just crashing things in, trying to tighten that, you know, that noose around those silencers. Is this going to be the 2 bang, or is he going to stay stressed and?
Excellent.
There they go, trying to get out of there, trying to come back round to.
Do they need to come back around? Can they just run? Do you reckon they could just stay away? It's not a great way to win a game of X-Wing, but it is a way to win a game of X-Wing.
They could, but if I was Ashok, I'd be worried about the points, because Kylo's 2 away from being halved, and if Kylo is halved at this point, he's out of the. He's then got to go and pull those points back. Fortunately, Ashok, if he's aware, has got enough to soak up half damage on one of the test pilots and still be winning with a 3-point lead. But when you're on the table, as we've seen recently, it's very difficult to know exactly what you need to win the game.
For those who are watching only for the first time watching, the point scores that we have on the board here at the top of your screen, they don't have a live update. The players can't see the screen. They don't know what the score is right this moment. They would have to physically add up, mentally add up, I should say, each of their own scores and what they've destroyed, what points they've killed. So they're playing at a kind of guesstimate as to where they're at, whether they're ahead, whether they're behind. So they have to kind of judge, well, do I need to kill that ship? Do I need to damage that ship? Can I just run away? Can I stay alive? Am I ahead? And that's kind of all plays a part in what your maneuver choices are. That's a good block. Kylo goes straight into Num Num.
But
so Ashok just explaining what he thought was going to happen isn't what happened.
So
it's not
does he
a
have
terrible place for Kylo to be though?
It's really not. I mean, he isn't going to get shot by Nom Num unless that tractor beam goes off this round. If that tractor beam goes off this round, then Kylo is going to be in a world of hurt.
I'm not sure that he has.
He
does from the back one. He has arc.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's one 3 dice shot. So
that is a console fire.
So not quite half yet, but if that console fire goes off, then that'll be half on Unkar.
And that was on Unkar, yeah.
And here's another silencer going into him. Oh, he's...
Just 3 hits there. 1 of 8.
So he's gone to try an initiative kill in the car and has not succeeded, but Unkar may still die to the console fire. Yet still more points on the board though, so Ashok is now able to take half points on one of his silencers and still be in a position to win the game.
So going for the initiative 2 pilots now.
Once
So
again,
Unkar range 2 into Kylo. Stranger things have happened apparently. But 1. This would have to be a blank out for Kylo to take nothing.
and he's once again trying to bleed out those...
He gets all the evading.
Yeah, he's just trying to bleed out those force points so that this tractor beam shot.
I don't think that front one has arc. It's really close.
Check in, he's reaching.
So that one has range 2. They're going with the tractor beam.
Here we go. So if this hits, Kylo is in for a very unpleasant surprise. So that's 2. No.
Gets him. He's fine. He's safe.
That's,
did they trigger the console fire? Do you want to check with them? Yeah, we got it, guys. Thank you very much. So I got a range 2 obstruct the tractor beam while they're... Harry is watching the game, so thank you for calling that, guys. That is helpful. Yep, kills him. Ooh. Thank you, chat. Keeping the game honest. Okay, let's see. I'm getting follows coming through, so let's see. So the range 2 obstructed tractor being shot now.
Hi, Chris.
Hick. Ooh. So we're gonna have no hits, but the tractor goes through. We only need the 1. It's fine. We don't need 3. Diggy Vamp, thank you for the follow. So where is he going to move him? Is he going to boost him? Barrel roll? I think you barrel roll him here.
You barrel roll him to keep him in arc of that Z95 that's just about to pass him at range 1.
I think so. He is. And Kylo again has the option to rotate if he takes a stress. Whether he's going to or not, we don't know.
Kylo is already stressed, so I expect him to stay where he is. This is going to be a big turn. Pete's now rolling more attack dice than Ashok's defense dice, and that Z95 is looking pretty with
1 force left.
Kylo's 1 force, so yeah. It would not surprise me for Kylo to get half pointed now, but with the loss of Unkar, Ashok is now in a commanding lead, so Pete needs some points on the board very quickly, especially with only 15 minutes left.
Patrick, console fire isn't much fun in X-Wing either, just so you know. back in X-Wing versus TIE Fighter video game. Console fires were not fun. It's on there for you. Now that this is working, I shouldn't need this anymore, but for now, that's good.
So that's the last shield off of Kylo.
Just the one shield though, that needed to be a lot more.
That was a really difficult decision.
So we're going to hit crit. One damage on Kylo. Is that half on Kylo?
Half on Kylo, but most importantly, no ion token. If Kylo was ioned there, then that would have been a very, very bad time for him. Unkar could have thrown the one hard in to block him up.
Just going to triple check we're right in the damage. I'm pretty sure we are, but I'm just going to double check. Oh! Yep, everything good. Okay, so again, in the chat, guys, you will see the link to the justgiving.com fundraising page. Please do check that out and support the cause that we have going here. Again, a very worthy cause for brain tumor research. And it just has such vast reaching help that it can give to be able to just plow as much research as we can in to help out and to prevent and cure those who have it, because it has such devastating effects to so many families that any aid that we can give, any time that we can give, any energy we can give is massively appreciated, I'm sure, by any family affected by such a horrible thing. So please do check out that link. I'll try to not be too somber throughout the entire day, because it is obviously a fun game of X-Wing and we're seeing some crazy lists on the table today. The 2 rounds are going to be part of the main event. The 3rd round, that is the stream. Demetrius and Ulfric, thank you so much for the donations to the Just Giving page. That is fantastic. Love you guys so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Those donations certainly make my trip worthwhile, so please do keep them coming.
So getting back to the game, I think Pete has to kind of focus in on his wing condition at the moment, and at the moment I think that is to kind of switch on to one of the first order test pilots who are a little bit easier to chip damage through, and to try and get one of them halved, which will allow Pete to just squeak into the lead. Kylo's got a really good avenue of escape.
And just do the 5 forward? Just leg it?
I think Kylo bugs out at this point, but I think I've said that every round since I'm
well, he
not,
didn't do it last time.
Yeah. And
that was an issue.
Yeah, and it punished him for it. Yeah. So if I was Pete, I would be looking at that first order test pilot in the top corner, because he's coming around that rock, and so he's got to.
Let's get close to that rock.
He's got to come around that rock, or
nice
do some kind of very awkward, too hard towards the top end of the board, which will end up keeping him very, boxed up in that corner. But either way, he's kind of run out of places to run. The other 2 are facing away from where you can point your ships at. That one is the one to kind of bite down on. Hopefully it's the one with the shield missing, because pushing damage through, especially now you've lost a couple of ships, is going to be very difficult. but if you can get half points on one of those striker silencers, then you can pull out a win, even though it's looking like Ashok's in quite a commanding position at the moment.
There'd only be a couple of points in it, but it's all you need.
Exactly.
Just a couple of points is all you need. Nice. Who's that stress from? Where's that stress?
I think he tried the K-turn and he bumped.
Fair. Why did he try the K-turn? I suspect the other silencer to run over the top. Would be my guess.
I think he may. Oh, he's trying to keep guns on that silencer that is pointing towards him, because L3 may do the K-turn here, or may just try and too hard around the central rock.
So he's trying to get this one.
Yes. Trying to keep him in arc.
He's expecting. I'd be expecting a 3-bank this way. Come down here. So that's.
It's a possibility.
It could be the 5 straight, of course, as well. Again, just to try and run. Because if he does run over the top, he can just hassle L3.
Very true. He's just chugging around, keeping those coordinates going with L3. I mean, at the end of the day, Nom-Lum is the bigger gun. You know that you're always going to have a shot with him. It may not be the shot you want, but you get one.
What's he done here? Has he done the 5?
Focus token.
Has he blocked it, or is he away? That's going to be close. I think he clears. I think it clears. It all depends on the corner.
Yeah. But once again, even if he doesn't, then it's not the end of the world. He's going to get one shot back at him.
And I think he can just
that isn't where
focus
he was.
boost.
There we go. I'm looking at it going, that wasn't where he was.
No.
Okay.
It's handy to have a judge sat beside me.
Ashok's eyeing up whether the boost left will take him out of arc. So he'll drop a focus token and then do some sort of reposition, either the
I don't know if those, but I think you do it anyway. I think you boost out anyway and try and get shots on L3, get more points. So focus boost.
I mean, that's the thing. Ashok doesn't need the points at the moment. He's got 7 minutes left in the round. He's got this round, maybe next round to worry about. His win condition at the moment is to just preserve points.
Yeah.
So
But the boost also gets him out of range too. The barrel roll will potentially bring in Dark at the other. The Seek.
Yeah, there we go.
No, it goes for the boost. Ah, good. The timers are working. Excellent. That's what I wanted to see happen. Finally, they've decided to sneak up.
Brilliant. So that's range 2. May have arc to L3, but definitely has gotten out of that danger zone of just getting blasted at range 1 with an ion cannon and having those M3As turn back in. But here we see it's that silencer in the corner that Ashok really has to be worried about. You know, this turn I think was probably the turn to bite down hard on it and try and get some shots in.
That might help. Let's try that again. So the other day after the system opened, when I turned on the computer, it told me all of the follows I've had since the system opened. So the alert box went nuts. So I turned it off, and I just realised. Oh dear. Thank you everyone, by the way, for those follows and for those subscriptions. They make a massive deal to me, so keep those coming. And please do, the link to the Just Giving page is popping up in the chat. So please do, again, please visit that and donate towards the cause. That would be fantastic. Just coming up to 5 minutes left in the round. Our clock is ever so slightly ahead of the round timer. So it is getting close. Just to Kyler here with the tractor beam.
So I think this game is fast slipping away from Pete. I don't think he has the time to get the damage into the silencers that he needs.
So one hit with the Veneri. Nothing on Kylo, so it's fine.
It's very difficult.
Looking for the ion. Looks like he has it.
Yep.
Ion cannon, range 2.
That's
3
what
hits.
he needed.
That's a hit and an ion. Kyler doesn't have any shields. I'm sure that's Kyler, right?
No, Kylo is in the top middle there.
Okay.
That top middle one is.
So that was
Kylo.
the last shield in that first order.
No, it looks like it was the first shield on the other one.
I'm special. I'll track things at some point. I'll get it right. I won't, but you know. I have all day to practice. It's fine. I'm trying to sort out the stream issues. I'm trying to keep up in the game, so it's quite handy having somebody else here to keep me going. So thank you for that. So
it's taken more game, but he's got the ion on something now. L3 can do the one bank to clear the stress and then barrel roll to block, and hopefully get Nomlum into a position to take some shots.
Just start chasing it with ion then, potentially.
Exactly. Yeah.
But he's only got probably one more round.
This is the last round, so it's can he put enough guns onto that silencer to get him halved without taking half damage on something else.
Just do 2 damage. Only 2 damage, that's it.
It's only 2 damage.
Doable.
It is if he can get the guns on target.
The interesting thing is he'd have to use the turret arc.
Yes.
Because the ion cannon won't do it. And there's nothing else in a position to follow and get those shots.
Not really. I mean that. I don't even think you can do the one hard with the M3A and barrel roll back into a position to get a shot. It will be close. And then once again, you can throw that Z95 3 hard to try and get a really bad shot at him, but that you might as well try and. No, I mean, if it at this point.
Is that this Ashok? Ashok thing?
Very well could be.
I do have the right Ashok surname, don't I?
You do.
That's okay. I'm not sure. Harvey's going to look that up. Microphone causing issues again. Thanks very much for that, microphone. Stop being a jerk. Okay, we'll see what the decisions are here. Hey, Minty. I don't disagree. I think you might be right. I think going for the chat saying going for iron.
I think.
Sorry, hold on. Microphone being a jerk.
I think you may be getting Ashok confused with a cache.
Silly fakey.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was on the stream. A cache was on the stream. Oh, that might not help. Careful of that, damaging wires. Okay, so we'll see what happens in this final turn. So it is trying to consolidate positions. But that is time in the round, so we'll see what happens. The one on the outside of the board, I do agree, it's probably the one to try to get all guns on. It looks like Pete agrees with you. But I think that's too aggressive in position where that silencer will be able to do potentially a too hard barrel roll boost to get out of arc. We'll see what happens in a moment. It's going to be close. Whatever happens is going to be close. So there's a one bank to the left from here, just to cover the positions. Could well be Minty. Could we get the two bank from Nomlun to jump in behind? Say hi to Minty.
You right, Minty? Always make room for Nom.
That's one of our fellow squad mates, is Pete Lake from Firestorm. Yeah, he needs to tractor at one and punch with the other, I think. But he's not gone for the block, he's just had to let the test pilot just wander away and not be able to do anything this turn. And then we'll take the focus, I guess, just for why not.
So Pete's decided to bite down on the silencer on the other side of the board where he can
get
more.
What
more
the chat was going
so
with is the one that's. But as I thought, he's going to position just to be able to barrel roll boost.
Yeah. He barrel rolls out of that arc. He boosts around. Nomlum can only do 1 damage to him. It's not enough to win.
Yeah, with an ion cannon. So the only shot you'll have. Not sure if Ashok realises that. But
here he goes.
He's going to.
He's trying to figure out whether or not he'll. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. No, I like that because the boost to the other side takes him to the third arc of the side.
Yeah.
Or you just choose violence, go and shoot something. Why not?
And it doesn't matter what range he is for that ion cannon. I mean, the only thing that Ashok has to worry about at this point is remembering not to shoot Nomlum.
So Minty, you call that first. I saw that come up before Harry said it. I know Minty's been flying Nom, so the system open. He was flying Boba, Nom, and I want to say Sunny or Sirius, one of those.
Yeah, he's going into the M3A.
Yeah.
He's made the right decision.
Correct. Absolutely. It's 3.
Wow.
Oh, turn a crit even. Spend it and takes 1 shield. So he's going to do it anyway, just because he can. Sunny Bender it was. There you go. I couldn't remember Zero Sunny. Now the dice come up. Oh god.
And there's the blanks as well.
Damage.
Should be. Oh, that's just heartbreaking. He's reaching for that Z95, but it just looks like it's just out.
Well, that's the game. So they have to calculate their own scores, so let them do that. What I am going to do, well, that's all running, that's not running, YouTube isn't running, but I've got you guys on Twitch, so I'm not going to mess about too much with it. I'm going to leave it as it is. So I'm going to remember to end the recording and keep the stream going. So guys, thank you for watching the stream. I'll try and get the guys on for a chat and see what they think about the game, and then we will see what we have for next round in a minute. So cool. Cheers, Harry. Grab these guys. Alright, bear with me for a second, guys. I'm going to switch to content. That one. So you can hear me. That's good. Hello. I need this. And then I will need that. Okay. Hi. There's the microphone going. So we have a different camera today. So this is the room we're in. We'll just get there. So let me see if I can grab the guys who's the final scores on the board there and see if anybody wants to have a chat. Grab a seat for that.
Thank you very much.
So, well done, players. Thank you very much for that.
So thank you for allowing me onto your stream. Thank you.
So, commiserations on the game. It was a really close game.
It was, I think, if I did the maths right, I think one more shield on the silencer at the end. I think I might have just won it.
You need to get a hull damage into the silencer.
Well, yeah, that's right. So I got him down 2 hull. So as in basically, I got both shields, 1 more damage, but I didn't have the shots in the final round. But a couple of really kind of like close turns there where it could have gone either way. I think I was a little bit unlucky not to get Kylo with a tractor with an iron cannon at one point. But no, it was a fun game. Lots of fun. I shot a great opponent as well.
So tell people that your list obviously is well, I looked at it this morning and couldn't believe it. So why?
Well, I'd never flown that list before. In fact, I've never flown the M3 Interceptors before. So I just kind of like quite fancied it, and I thought, well, I want to fit as many ships as I can. It has to be Scum because they've got, I think, 7 different 2-dice ships that I could physically fit in. But I need to have a little bit of control in there as well. So I couldn't just kind of like literally just splurge. So I've got an ion cannon. And I can double mod it if I coordinate non with it. Absolutely. I've got 3 sets of tractor ships in there between the 2 M3As and an Orcar as well. So there's a lot to think about. But like I said, I'd never actually played it before. I took the ships out last night and thought, right, what's at least my opening strategy against something? So I kind of thought, right, those in the middle, those on the right, those on the left, jobs are good, and here we are.
Excellent. Well, it was a really good game today. Definitely a puzzle to kind of work out for those 3 really dodgy ships that can just get wherever they want to be.
No, absolutely. It's a bit of a nightmare from my perspective, particularly when they'll sort of start kind of colliding in the middle. Everyone's got a different dial. I've got 2 different initiative values. I've got 1 and 2, which doesn't help as well.
Just got to work it out.
Absolutely. But no, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for being on stream.
No, thank you.
And we will get you sorted one of these in a little bit.
Fantastic. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Cool. We're just going to grab Ashok and see what he has to say about the game as well. So in a second. Right, unfortunately Ashok has run away, so we will have to crack on. See where's my computer? Go away. And then we're going to have another round. So,